Hi, so this is going to be a similar video to the one that I did last week, the book recommendation video, but this time it's more of a book reading. So I'm going to tell you why I love one of my all-time favourite books and recommend it to you a little bit, but then also read you a little bit. That's just so I hope that you get a bit of a taste, a bit of a feel for what it's like and the writing style, and then hopefully you'll feel inspired to read it yourself. And yeah, so the book that I'm talking about is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Really love this book for lots of different reasons. The main reason is probably because it's got romance in it, so that matches up with like the films I like to watch, the TV series that I like to watch, and it matches up with that. So if you're like me and you like a romance, then you'll like this book. And it's also a gothic novel, so if you studied Dracula or Frankenstein in year 7 and 8, then it's a similar novel to that type with the themes that it covers. Don't be put off if you're not into romance novels though, because that's not what it's limited to. So there's so many different themes it covers. It's got betrayal, social class is a really big one, family, the supernatural. There's lots of amazing themes that are covered in this novel, so it's really great for that reason too. It mainly follows Catherine, the main character, and sort of her deciding between the man that she actually loves but shouldn't because society tells her not to, and the man that she should love because society tells her to, and he's a better match for her according to the world that she's living in. So we're following that journey, but then lots of other crazy stuff happens throughout the whole novel, so I'd really recommend for you to read it. So the bit that I'm going to read to you today is so the narrator is Nellie, who's Catherine's maid, and she is speaking to Catherine about the men that she loves, and Catherine is describing her love for the two men. And I just really love how this bit's written, as the whole book. It's all just so beautifully written. So just have a little listen, see what you think. Okay. My great miseries in this world have been Heathcliff's miseries, and I watched and felt each from the very beginning. My great thought in living is himself. If all else perished and he remained, I should still continue to be. And if all else remained and he were annihilated, the universe would turn into a mighty stranger. I should not seem a part of it. My love for Linton is like the foliage in the woods. Time will change it, I'm aware, as winter changes the trees. My love for Heathcliff resembles the eternal rocks beneath, a source of little visible delight, but necessary. Nellie, I am Heathcliff. He's always in my mind, not as a pleasure, as any more than I am always a pleasure to myself, but as my own being. So don't talk of our separation again. It's impractical, and... She paused and hid her face in the folds of my gown, but I jerked it forcibly away. I was out of patience with her folly. So you can get a bit of an idea about what the main character is like there, and sort of her passion and her motivations, and sort of how torn she is between the two men. This love triangle is created, and it's really interesting. So yeah, I hope that this recommendation helps you just be inspired to read something a little bit different, maybe even watch Wuthering Heights. There's loads of film adaptations of it if you want to watch it before you read it, for example. And yeah, happy reading, enjoy.